Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to do part 2. And so yesterday, when we talked about it, we used the clamps to and the wax paper to clamp them together. So what we're going to do today is we're going to unclamp them, run them to the thickness planer, and get them all the same, because they were kind of a little bit of different height. So we're going to plane them all flat, and then we're going to sand them, cut them the final length, and then treat them with some oil that's safe for cutting boards, and go from there. And so hopefully, I'm hoping that this piece of wax paper did its job. So let's find out. Let's see what happens. And it worked. Voila. Alright, so we have one there. And we have one here. So the clamp idea, let me get down here, worked. So we're going to flip the dust collection on in this, and then we're going to run them through and see what we get. You can see you got I got a couple spots where I'm going to have to put a little sawdust to fill them in, but they turned out beautiful. So, look at that. So now, oh, I love that one. Now we're going to go over to the saw and clean them up and cut them to length. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright, we're back. Hopefully I'm in frame here. I'm kind of in and out. So now we have to take our cutting boards. See how they're uneven here? And they're really uneven here. And when I was putting them through the thickness planer, you know, I was running a bunch through at a time trying to keep them all. What I was doing is I was trying to not get Skype. For some reason this rigid that I use gets a little Skype, so when I put them through there, it pretty much, where it don't have a time to have a gap, they don't get done. So what I'm trying to do now is just clean up the ends so I can get the maximum yield out of each one. So I ain't worried about them all being the same size. Some people might be, but I ain't. I'm trying to get the biggest cutting board that I can get out of each one. There's a lot of noises going on here. I got my heater right above. I'm sorry about that, but we're here in Missouri and it's cold and snowing and sleeting last night. And I got the dust collection going. But I want to talk about when you're out here working, I should have had this thing on, this respirator on when I was doing the thickness. So let's get this on, keep our lungs healthy, so we can keep working out here in the wood shop. What I like to do is I like to put this on, and I use headphones to listen to music and to keep my ears safe. Hey, welcome back. All right, now we're going to take the cutting board, the sausage and cheese board, and we're going to take our router and we're going to do a little bit of a round over on it and knock down the edges, because it's hardwood is sharp, very sharp. So we got to knock the edges off of it real quick, and then. All right, we are back. Man, that's a lot of sanding. So we went from 80 to 120 to 220, and then I took a 320 sponge at the end and kind of went around the whole thing. So now I want to take these, and I have a wet rag, and what I want to do is I want to wipe them down a little bit. And when I do that, wait till you see how beautiful these things look. And the reason why we're wiping them down is we want to raise the grain one time. So then I'll come back with my 320 and hit it one more time. But I just got to show you how beautiful these things are going to be. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not awesome or what? And that's just with water. Wait till we get the oil finish on this thing. But I wanted to show you how beautiful these things look. And what that's going to do, I can already feel it's raising the grain. Well, look at that! Look at that Purple Heart pump out of there. We got Bubinga in there, Purple Heart. Look at that oak, or dark walnut between the two cherries. That looks beautiful. That's going to be an expensive one. Here's another one. It's got Bubinga, walnut, and cherry in this. And look at the, I can already feel the grain raising on it. All right, we're back. So I went and went through it, sanded it, wiped it down, and now I'm going to take this oil for cutting boards and put the first coat of oil on it. So I usually do at least 2, maybe 3 coats of this, and once this goes on, it really makes the wood pop. Whoa. Look at that. I mean, that is insane. Look at the sides. Look at that Bubinga. That's the Bubinga. Now that's the Purple Heart. So you got Purple Heart and Bubinga. Wow. This one here will be a little more expensive than the other ones because it's got those 2 woods, extra woods in it from Africa. A lot more expensive. So let's pop the back. Kind of just let them sit there and soak. Let's get the other one here. This one's got Bubinga, cherry, and dark walnut. Look at that. I told you guys, once you put the oil on this stuff, it turns it into a different beast. It just looks so beautiful. I mean, look at that. And it's sucking it right up. So you got Bubinga, cherry, and dark walnut on this one. The longer the wood oil soaks into the wood, it gets a little richer, a little more vibrant. And once it sits and soaks for a minute or so, I come back and check the edges one more time. Then we'll add just a little more. You really want it to soak in. And you're better to let it soak in for 15-20 minutes, but since we're doing it here, I'm just trying to kind of give you a quick... I'll do these again once we're off camera, but I don't want to wait 15 minutes for time lapse. So after you do it 2 times, like I said, you let it soak in for 10-15 minutes in between each layer, each coating I should say. Then you just come back, wipe it off. And look at that. That, my friends, is beautiful. So that's what we've been working for this whole time. Let's see this one here. This one here needs another little coat. Let's put a little bit on here. Let's act like we sat for 15 minutes. And like I said, I'm going to do these the right way once we get off camera, but I just want to show you for... And then what we do is we come back at the end. We put, before we put the feet on, we put a coat of Carnauba wax, this again, or Carnauba wax, mineral oil, and beeswax are all combined. And what it does is it seals any kind of pores or anything left, and puts a sheen on here.